I never thought I'd be saying this, but I did it. I did what they said I couldn't do. They literally tried to force their figures onto me, to tell me that I wasn't capable, I wasn't able. It wasn't for me. It's impossible. It's so funny because now I just laugh because the word impossible is something that I've accomplished. Welcome back to another episode of AskJNSPodcast, where we just be chatting. I am your lovely goddess of a hostess, Akai. What y'all doing? Okay, y'all, we are on episode 4. Listen, your girl is consistent. I don't want to hear nothing because I'm coming back week by week, every Tuesday, 9 a.m. What's tea? What's hood? Yeah. So I kind of want to jump into this, y'all. This right here, this little moment right here is going to be like a more of a vulnerable moment. I have been feeling very I have not been wanting to deal with people, y'all. I haven't. Me and one of my cousins, we have a group chat. It's just me and her, okay? But we voice note all the time. We talk, we pour into each other. It's definitely necessary. But I haven't even been wanting to really talk in there. I have a cousin that lives here also who I talk to, and I haven't really been wanting to be on the phone. And it's nothing towards my girlies because I love them super, super down. But I just need recentering right now. I just need to recalibrate my life. I don't know if y'all go through that or y'all deal with that or y'all do that. But me, I am very okay, this is where I am today. I don't like this, and this. How can I fix this, and this? I don't know if that is just the curse of a problem solver's mindset or whatever, so have you. It's, like I said, a gift and a curse because I'm always, having to recalibrate and check the temperature and, kind of reevaluate myself. Sometimes I got to tell myself things I don't want to hear. So don't feel bad, y'all, for the ones that get advice from me and don't like it or don't want to hear it. I feel the same. So I've been really recentering myself, y'all. I've been trying to just get my mind right, applying for jobs, something as small as that. I am noticing that when I go to these interviews and things of this nature, for whatever position I want, I am trying to sell myself, but not for the position. I'm trying to almost prove to them that I am more than just a trans woman. And I just kind of noticed that today. And I was like, damn, I really be going out there trying to show people that it's more to me than just my transness. Look, I'm also funny. I'm also intelligent. I'm also a hard worker. Ew. What are you doing? But, I kind of picked that up at my last job because I'm around it was a lot of different types of people, but the main ones were black people, my people, and black men, to be specific. Black women I've dealt with, and I'm comfortable with. No matter how they feel, I'm comfortable with. But black men are just a different story just because, a lot of them are raised to be hyper masculine. And, I am against everything that they've learned. So a lot of the times I was out there just showing the strength and my confidence that this is who I am. What do you want to eat? What do you want to drink? Very that, but I had to stop. I have to stop trying to sell myself to people when only thing that they're looking for is what they're looking for. So, for instance, if I'm going to go get a job at McDonald's, for instance, and I want to be a fry cook, come on, SpongeBob, and I want to do that, what I'll do is I go in there and I tell them how much I enjoy fry cooking and how much I love flipping patties, and it's the best day. Y'all know the vibes, okay? Instead of letting them know I'm righteous, I'm here, I'm smart, I've been management, and I did this. Girl, focus on the position. Let that be that. So there was a lot of recalibration that I had to do, y'all, but I'm finding my footing again. So it's just really been kind of that with me, just trying to figure out what's going on. I just graduated from college and I got my cybersecurity degree. I mention this on every episode because guess what? Your girl graduated and she got her cybersecurity degree. And since I know every fucking thing, come on, precious mama. Yeah, no, but for real, like, y'all just need to understand that. But let me just tell y'all why. Because I did not graduate. I didn't graduate from high school. Like I graduated. Like I earned my degree. But did I walk across that stage? I did not. I went and did the other things. I just, it was just very much that. So I am very proud of myself. Let me give myself some kudos and actually give myself a little bit of grace. Uh, but yeah, it's just been a lot of recalibrating. It's just been a lot of that. I haven't really been like hyper focusing on looking for a job in cybersecurity. I went on an interview just recently and the lady said, why are you not working in security? And I said, oh, I am. I said, but I want to do this too. And she was like, but why not management? What she was really saying was, you are applying for this position. You're applying for this little girl position when you are bringing big girl energy. It's not making sense to me. I can't see you wanting to stay here for a long time because you have so many things under your belt. Why are you choosing to do this? Very, very much that. And it was a wake-up call for me. Like I said, y'all, a lot of recalibrating. And I am just trying to really, once I recenter, it's going to be, curtains for a lot of things. But we are back with the podcast, and I do love it here. The reason being is because I'm able to literally let my hair down and just say the things. Also, before we get things cracking, I am drinking some Merlot. Brand, I would say the brand, but at this point, unless y'all paying me, we're not talking about it. But I do have that Merlot on deck, and I will be sipping because it's just been that type of week. Yeah. All right, y'all, let's really get into this now. All right, so today we're going to be going down. Oh, let me take a moment. We're going to be talking about my dating experiences. Now, we're not going to run through all of them because every single one of them has their own story. All right, so let's tap into it. So, then my dating experience, y'all, we can really start from the beginning because the beginning wasn't that far behind. I was 14 when I got my first boyfriend, right? And shout out to him because he just, I don't know. I don't even know at this point, right? So I used to walk my friends to school because they got picked up and dropped off for this program. It was called the LEASE program back in the day. And I wasn't accepted into the LEASE program. Also, I was always suspended, so I can see the reasons why. Anyway, I get to the school, and I'm waiting for the bus to come. The bus finally comes, and there's this boy waving out the window. I'm waving back because, whatever. I'm not even thinking too much into it. I'm just here at the school coming to grab my friends. So my friends get off the bus oh my God, this boy likes you. He says you're cute. He says he wants your number, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And me, this is really I won't say this is the first time a boy has been interested in me because that's not true. This is the first time a boy has wanted my number to date me, not just me kissing on him, hunching on him, girl, you know the things. So I'm excited, overly excited. I couldn't even see his face, y'all. I could not see this boy's face. So anyway, numbers exchanged. I'm going up to the bus stop faithfully, even though I was already doing that. But now I can't wait to get there. And it's not even because I want to pick up my friends anymore. I just want to see this boy. Who is this boy? So now me and him getting on the phone. This is the first day me and him are talking, blah, say, blah. By the end of the conversation, we both said we loved each other. 14 years old, telling each other we loved each other. I still have not been face to face with this boy because he's always been on the bus. Let me take a sip of this wine. Oh, it's gonna be a good show. So, that's how immature and young I was. I was very desperate because I wasn't used to people wanting me out in the open and the things, right? I've been dealing with the DL thing since I was a kid. Because once again, when I was a child, it felt like I was the only gay person out there at that time before I knew I was trans. I didn't know no better. So anyway, he was the first thing. It didn't work out. He was more so trying to be like me instead of being with me. His mom and his grandma hated my guts, and they ended up kicking him out. And he kind of, I'm assuming he resented me for it. I don't know. So, but that's just what I assume. We don't really talk. I've seen him a few times as adults. Not really. We were on the same drill team for one moment. Nothing serious, and we just never really did that. We don't have each other on social media, which was weird because I used to drill with him when we were kids, like when we were around that age, 14, 15, 16. Me and him used to be on the same drill team. So, you would think like after a while, because we're not together, we just would be friends or cool or whatever, but it's nothing. Anyway, moving forward. Then my desperation continued. The internet was out and we were doing the things, and now we have the websites, okay? And I started talking to this boy, and he lived in Virginia. He was nowhere near me, but that was my man. You couldn't tell me nothing about him. He would never want to send me pictures of him. He never want to send any full body pictures or anything like that. So when we finally got to that point, he was a big boy. But the thing about him that he didn't know about me is that I like me a little big boy. Yeah. I don't mind my boy being a little big. But he was cute in the face. We're kids, so he's still cute, whatever. So we continued our conversations. He was from New York. And I liked the way he talked to me. I liked the way he treated me. I liked the way he was with me. And this was like my first long distance relationship. And the first time I've had a real connection with somebody. You know how it is when you're young and you're talking to somebody long distance. Like all you really have is a connectiones. Okay, that's all. That's all you really have. So I took that for what it was. But once again, desperate because now I'm dating someone I have never even met in person because please, please date me. You know what I'm saying? Very that. Y'all, it's been that bad where I've even gotten in trouble from my mom because I ran that house phone bill the fuck up. Like, excuse me? I didn't know nothing about it. So really quickly, like, y'all remember the Loop? Or any party lines or whatever. Back where I'm from, it's called the Loop. So we used to be on that thing, y'all, talking to God knows who. And you could talk to them from anywhere. It doesn't matter. As long as they have a party line and that party line was connected to the Loop, baby. We were on the phone talking like, come on now. What was it? It was press 4 for direct connect and chat. Yeah, like very much that. Like, and I used to talk to this boy on there. What was his name? I think his name was Dre, something like that. I don't really do names and stuff like that, but baby, Dre could be anybody. It was never a face. I've never seen him, but this man could sing, and he sounded so sexy. He probably was a big boy, but once again, I would have been cool with it. But he probably was an ugly big boy because for some reason, if y'all agree, please agree. Big boys or ugly boys always sounded sexy on the phone. Let me take a sip of this wine, bitch. Yum. So I'm talking about sexy, like big sexy, not the little one. So anyway, ran my mom's bill up, talking to these boys in North Carolina, girl. Me, my sister, and my cousin just doing the things. We had our men, and y'all gonna accept the fact that we got boyfriends from a far place. Girl, my mom, first of all, I was a girl talking to them. Y'all know my voice. This is pre-pubescent. And my mom, first of all, she outed me. She got on the phone with these boys and was like, that's my son, da-da-da-da-da, because my name was Julie back then, y'all. Okay, y'all, if anybody remembers talking to a girl named Julie back in like 01, 2, and 3, yeah. Hey, boo. Hey, boo, what's tea, Papa? So, went through a whole spiel with that. Her and my aunt just was on the phone, just kikiing and these whole things. Mind you, the boys, we talked to them, but the boy was just like, I don't really want to, and blah, blah, blah. And I was so heartbroken. I hated my mom so bad, girl. She just pissed me off. So, but like, why would you ever out me like that, girl? That's dangerous. Mind you, this is the early 2000s. So, girl, where was we going as some damn children? So, anyway, what we're really gonna do is, I wanted to give y'all my experience, dating, right? Trying to date and get into the things. I really didn't have my real first boyfriend. That first one when I was 14 really did not count because he wanted to live the life that I lived because his mom and his grandma did not accept it. They weren't banging with it. So a lot of people do that with me. They want me because they want to live through me vicariously. And I didn't know the difference back then until I started seeing him act like me and use my words. You know, I'm very memorable. I say things that people are like, oh my God, remember she said that, like, very funny in that way. And he was just using my words and saying the things that I was saying. And it always turned me off. I don't want nobody that's like me. Ew, gross. Like, absolutely fucking not. So we're going to get started on my first boyfriend. Now, I was 18 years old, y'all. I was well out of school. My son was actually just born. My son was born in October, and this was around Halloween time that I met this boy. So my best friend calls me, and she's like, hey, girl, we're going to a haunted house. Are you down? I'm like, girl, hells yeah, I'm down. So, of course, now I've become the driver. Anyway, I go over to her house to meet up with her and one of her homegirls. I've met her homegirl before, but in passing, very quickly, very brief, like nothing serious. She wasn't my friend. She just was somebody I knew. So she was like, yeah, her boyfriend's coming. This person's coming. Like, she was just naming off the people, right? So I finally get there. We in her room chilling. We all preparing to get ready to leave. And the boy that was the boyfriend to my best friend's new best friend at her new school, because she ended up moving out of our city. And he was like anything I was saying, he was bitch, I'm funny. I ain't that damn funny. I wasn't even saying anything funny, but also that's probably my funniest moments when I'm just, giving normal, natural banter. Wine, hold on. Merlot, ooh, girly. So, I'm noticing him laughing and stuff, but I'm not really paying it any mind. I do know that I'm funny, even though I don't feel like I'm saying anything funny, but whatever, right? He was just very, like, engaged with everything I was saying. Just very much that. So anyway, moving forward, we get to the haunted house. We're doing our thing. Everybody's having a good time. We're scared. We're screaming. We're having fun. Everybody's loving the energy, and I'm loving it too. This is, a bunch of new people. This is my best friend's friends, and you know how that normally goes when your best friend gets new friends. It's just like, oh, you mean that bitch from school? Yeah. Well, tell the bitch don't play with me about you, because I don't play about you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we went to a diner afterwards because we hungry, we starving, we went and did all these things or whatever the case may be. So we went to this diner. We all sitting at the damn table, y'all. And this boy is sitting across from me. Everybody's, spread out. Everybody's in their spaces. I think his girlfriend was sitting right next to him, if I'm not mistaken. Why is this man staring at me? And every time that I'm talking or whatever, he'll ask a question and his girlfriend will start answering, and he'd be like, no, you. Like, really pretty much stopping her. Like, shut up, man. I'm not talking to you. Like, quiet. I already know what. Shh. And what did she do? She shut her fat ass up. She wasn't fat, but she shut her fat ass up. And before you know it, he was playing footsies with me under the table. So now I'm like, my heart dropped because I'm thinking he's not meaning to. And when I look at him, he's staring me directly in my eyes. No, he wasn't even looking in my eyes, bitch. He was staring at my soul. Why? Listen, why did that give like, what the fuck is that thing, y'all? Why was it giving like, cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Why did I give that into my soul? So fucking emo right now. So anyway, so after that happened, once again, my little desperate ass is like, wow, he likes me. He does like me. He likes me. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. So I went to his girlfriend. Now, mind you, this is when AIM was popping, y'all. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's AOL Instant Messenger. That was our means of communication along with, MySpace or whatever. Maybe a little Black Planet was going on or whatever too. But it was our mean communication. So I hit her up on AIM because I had her, and I was like, "Hey, what's your boyfriend's AIM screen name?" And she didn't ask no questions. She just gave it to me. Whatever. We're 18, 19, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So she ain't thinking too much into it. I hit him up. And from that day, we talked every single day, all day. I don't even know how he had a girlfriend. I'm not even lying, y'all. I talked to this man all day. He might tell me to hold on, probably because his girlfriend was calling. But I'm not thinking too much into it. So once we started doing that, it was very much like, wow, I love talking to this boy. He's so easy to talk to. He used to be on those RPG games, some role-playing games, and I jumped on it too. Girl, the thing was called, what was it, World of Warcraft, child? Yeah, we was World of Warcraft real bad. And he bought me the game because he wanted me to play with him and things of that nature. So we're doing the things, right? And then he's like, let's kick it, let's chill, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So we finally do that, right? I drive out there because I was always a driving girly. We drive out there. I drive out there and I go see him, and we are in the park in the dark in the back of the van, and we're having sex. And kissing and the things. And next thing you know, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, they come over, flashlights, a bitch ajar, luminous. I'm like, so, we quickly sit in the back. They're like, what are y'all doing? And we're like, we're just talking. We're just chilling. Y'all can't be in the park after hours. Girl, when I tell you my heart, once again, dropped down to my booty hole because what's going on? Little grown ass just doing things. But even though I was grown. After that day, we were on the phone, and I'm like, look, now mind you, he's still with his girlfriend at this time, y'all. He's still with his girlfriend. But desperation. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. And so after we had sex, I started to catch feelings. Like, you did a lot, and I like you, and I said you need to break up with your girlfriend because I got feelings and I don't want to have to fuck her up. That's what I said to him, y'all. Let me take a sip of wine. So after that, it was like, it took a couple days, but before you know it, he broke up with her. Got her to fuck up out of here quick. Now the games have begun. The only thing about the situation is he is single, but he is DL. Oh my God. Of course, the first real boyfriend I get does not want anybody to know that me and him are a thing. So I'm going through the motions. Because what is going on? Like, sir, I want more than this. But I was so desperate to make sure that I protected my man's secret. I helped keep it secret. Now, there were moments, obviously, where I was like, my emotions were a little bit higher, or my excitement was a little bit more higher than you wanting to keep his secret. But, nothing crazy. Now, my family, my loved ones knew about us. They've been around him. They've seen him. He's been in my house. The things, because I wasn't a secret, so I can have him in my space. We just lived in 2 different states, but we lived close enough for me to be able to get there. I think he was like 30 minutes away. 30 minutes in Atlanta is different from 30 minutes in New Jersey. So just putting that out there. And I would just go to his house whenever I felt like it, but it was just me and him. We would just sit in the car or whatever, nothing serious. Or I will bring him with me, go pick him up because he ain't drive. I don't even think he still drive to this day. I ain't even gonna lie. I would go pick him up and we would go somewhere with my people, like go get pizza with one of my cousins or whatever. So I was complaining. I'm complaining about you keeping me a secret. Why are you keeping me I'm getting over this. So I continue to keep it a secret with his family, but now I'm starting to get to know his family. Like, I met his cousin. She was the only one who knew about us. Shout out to my girl. I still, we tap in here and there sometimes. Because she dated my brother and everything else too. So that's my girl still. So shout out to her for, first of all, being a safe space for him to be able to even come to her. He's like, that's my favorite cousin, blah, blah, blah. Her sister and her brother didn't know, but they were a part of like the problem. Like her mom, his aunt, like they were making fun of him because of the rumors that they heard. Not because she said anything, because she didn't tell, but it's because they were hearing rumors around because I was always around. I mean, like, what else are you going to hear at any point? So it was a lot of that, but I got cool with them. I got real cool with them. They loved me, you know what I'm saying? But they also wanted to make fun of him enough that loving me didn't matter. So it was really much fighting for that. So when things started to become very suspicious, he started to act out. And what I mean act out is he started to cheat on me. And who was he cheating on me with? His girlfriend that he broke up with for me. He did that for me, and now he's cheating on me with her. But he was tearing her ass up. He done hit the bitch in the head with a light bulb, cans, and he was just very that with her. But I didn't have that problem. I didn't have that problem because I didn't play like that, baby. Everybody knew, like I said, and I'll say it again and over and over. My hands was really like that, and they were for anybody who wanted them. Mm-mm. Like, if you were that interested in getting that ass beat, then I did have that for you. And we can link up and talk about it later. So it was very much that, but we had like really, really good times though. Like, our conversations were always so deep and always so good. We played the video games together. Girl, he ended up cheating on me with a bitch from the game that was living in, I don't know, Minnesota, something like that, Dakota, something. I don't even know. But it was a lot of that going on. And what was I doing? I was crying my eyes out every time I found out that he cheated on me because, bitch, one thing about it, two things for sure. This intuition always gonna bump. This intuition always gonna move, and I'm going to know when things don't feel right, I'm going to make myself known. I'm going to go look and check and do the research. And girl, every single time that I had a suspicion, I brought it to his attention, and he had no choice but to admit it. And once he did admit it, I was just like, stop doing that to me. And I stayed with him. And I stayed with him like a fucking dummy. But once again, desperation. I'm just doing what, I'm feeling. I love him. I feel like I love him so much that he's going to get better. He's going to get like he was when we first started. That was my biggest thing. Like, he'll be back to who he used to be. When I first met him, he was so this and so that. He could be such a good boyfriend if he just went back to this. Girl, bye. So, and it never went back. It never went back. So, there was, this is making me crack up. There was a time, right? Y'all, I don't even understand, like, what he was thinking. First of all, Valentine's Day, right? This is my first time ever having a boyfriend during Valentine's Day. And what happens? You think my man is out there treating me and doing the things and showing me the way and all those. You think that's happening? It's not. Because you know why? Because he's at the motherfucking mall with Keisha. Yeah, he's at the mall with Keisha. I don't know. Y'all don't know who Keisha is. That's not the ex-girlfriend or anything. This is some thotty bop from my school that goes to college with me. This some bitch that goes to school that everybody knows is a bop. Everybody knows that they can hit. Everybody knows that her legs do not attract. Water, vinegar, oil, bitch, the things spread out. All of it. Come on, science. She was not. I'm talking about magnets the wrong way, bitch. Pushing. Polarity. Girl, the girl was giving it up, and he was at the mall with her. He bought her some Black and Miles. I think he bought like a rose and a teddy bear. I found out all the tea because one thing about it, two things for sure, I'm going to get the motherfucking thing. I would literally get on AIM and start doing little digging where I'm manipulating the situation where I'm not directly asking if my man is cheating on me, but I'm asking the right questions so that they can admit it. And Keisha's the one who told me that they were at the mall. Keisha's the one who told me that he bought this and that and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. So now I'm bringing it to his attention, but I'm not saying it like you cheated on me. No, I'm saying it like, So where were you at on this day? And mind you, he was being an asshole to me. I didn't do anything to him. He was being so mean for no reason. But it's because you know how I go. You know how these men get. They like to be assholes and stuff because so that they can go and justify their cheating or whatever else they got going on, girl. So I was heartbroken, but I also was not leaving my man. So y'all could shut up because I know y'all was thinking like this was gonna be the breaking point. It wasn't, bitch, and I don't care. Don't judge me. Let me take a sip. Hold on. So that broke my heart, and it was just like it was so much more significant because it was my first Valentine's Day with a boyfriend. For what? What was the point of even having one? If I was just gonna be treated like shit, he ain't do nothing for me. He ain't write me no letter, no nothing. He ain't do shit. Not a damn thing. All he did was cheat on me. Now it is Super Bowl time, y'all. So you know Super Bowl and goddamn Valentine's Day is like, you know, pretty much the same month. Normally dependent or whatever the case may be. And he invited me and his cousin that knew about us over the house because, hello, I'm his world. So he invited us over. He was going to order some pizza, some wings and things like that. His grandma heard about me and she just didn't, she kind of knew, but she didn't know. Like she just heard rumors. Y'all, real quick about the grandma. So I met her. He invited me over for a cookout. She was willing to meet me. Child, when I tell you it burned her up inside, but she loved her grandson so much. So anyway, she cooked. The food was great. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But me and her were just sitting at the table. We were talking. We were having good conversation. And she says, I hope you're using a condom because there's AIDS out there. I said, well, you better talk to your grandson because he doesn't like to use condoms. Because, bitch, who's she talking to? But girl, that's what he held on to. He used to be like, my grandma liked you so much. She liked your energy before she passed away, God rest her soul. But she did not fuck with me for real. It really was just that though. Like, girl, stop playing with me. Just because I'm out in the open and living my life freely don't mean I'm a fucking hoe and I'm out here just fucking people. Girl, get the fuck on. Your grandson though, now that's the hoe. For sure. Everybody that had a suspicion that thought about that, they either did not like him or more so didn't like me. His grandma was the one that didn't like me. The family didn't really care. They just made fun of him for liking me or whatever they thought the rumor was going to be. So Super Bowl comes, y'all. Y'all about to be so mad. Y'all about to be so mad. And we over there, me, him, and his cousin, and we just listen to music because Super Bowl hasn't yet quite started. And we listen to music. We waiting for the food to come. We're just enjoying the things. The food finally gets there. We're taking a bite or two here and there, blah, blah, blah. And then a knock comes at the door. He goes to the door, and it's his cousin, another one of his cousins that lived across the way. Now, this cousin had suspicions also, but this cousin was interested in me too. Now, he wasn't openly interested in me, but you could tell that he liked me. Me and him used to be on the phone and everything. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I was like locked in with his family, child. I still have them on like social media. I don't have the boy cousin anymore because he just got weird or whatever, but the girls I still, have on and I still talk to time or whatever. So he came to the door and he told him to come outside or whatever the case may be. So he came back in the living room like, hey, my cousin's here. So I'm going to go outside and step outside with him real quick. I'll be right back. And I'm like, okay, period. Me and her continue dancing, eating. And, I think the Super Bowl just started, right? So it's just getting cracking. I honestly don't even really like sports like that. I'm not a sports girly. Like, Super Bowl, they're doing football, they're doing home runs. Yeah, all of that. The field goals and... I don't know. Damn T-ball or something. I don't know. That's what's going on at the game. I forgot. I think it couldn't have been the Patriots. I don't know who was playing, y'all. I don't know. I don't speak sport, okay? Like, I'm not that, child. I've been out the game, and I don't even act like I like sports. I don't act like I know them, but I am always down for food, wings, and my man. Huh? Okay. So, anyway, me and her sitting there, we kikiing, we talking, we chatting, and all right now, where the hell he at? It's been how long since he's been outside? He said real quick, and he's coming right back. So me and her go. I said, come on, let's go walk outside and tell him to come on because the game is going. Like, where are you at? We supposed to be. We here with you. Like, What's going on? So, I go out, we go outside, and no sign of him or his goddamn cousin, none of them. So we walk up the hill, look around, nothing there, and I'm like, yeah, let me go put on some sneakers. Let me go put on some sneakers, y'all. So we went back in the house. I changed my shoes. I had on slides. I changed my shoes, put the sneakers on. We went back outside. We started walking, and mind you, it's dark outside. It's the Super Bowl. It's still getting dark early. So we walk in. We went back up that little hill, and we started walking towards the park where me and him got caught in the back seat. And long and behold, who's walking down the middle of the street? It's him, his cousin, and two girls. So I started walking towards them, me and her. And now, mind you, the girl cousin that I'm with knows about us, right? So she walking with me, bitch. Ride or die, what's up? So we walk in, and it's Keisha, bitch. It's Keisha, bitch. I'm looking like. Let me take a sip of this wine, because, bitch, I'm about to get mad again. It's Keisha, bitch. And they're, like, paired up. He walking with Keisha, and the cousin's walking with this other girl. This was, like, Keisha's best friend. They used to call each other cousins or something like that. They were, like, we have white moms, black dads, girlies. So they were the mixed girlies or whatever the case may be. So, child, I walk straight over to them, and I'm like, hey, y'all. They like, hey. Everybody like, hey. I'm like, hey. And he was, he looks pale in the face right now. Because why are you out here? And you, like, what's going on? So we walking back towards his house. We're not going to his house. We walking towards his house because that's what everybody's scooting and walking towards. So I see her, like, nudge him, like, bump him, like, in a flirtatious way. So I immediately grabbed her shoulder and, like, yanked that bitch and turned her around. And I was like, you like him? This is what I mean by my emotions. Sometimes got the best of me. Sometimes got the best of me, right? And I turned her around and said, you like him? She was like, yeah. I said, you want to date him? She was like, we already do. Bitch, when I say I pushed this bitch clear across the parking lot, y'all. I pushed her clear across the parking lot. So he jumps in front of me like, hey, no, come on, let's go in the house. I said, oh, no, we not going in the house now. Everybody want to be outside. Let's be the fuck outside. Once again, my emotions getting the best of me. Bitch, could stop playing with me. Ho, let me get one more sip because now I'm getting attitude all over again. So now it's like an uproar. She's like, what? Da-da-da. And she's like confused. And he's like, come on, let's go back in the house. Let's go in the house. I said, get the fuck off me. Get off me. I'm pissed. Mind you, his story to everybody else is that he's dating one of my cousins. He's one of my cousins that he met. He's dating her. She never signed up for this. I never said that was okay for him to do that, but he still somehow found a chance to do that, right? So that's what they're thinking. That's why they're thinking I'm always around because he dates my cousin. So he said, can we just talk? I literally stormed to the house like a white woman. I want to speak to your manager. Very that girl. So I ended up running in the house, grabbing my stuff. I'm talking about slamming it. He runs in the house. Can we please talk? Can we just talk? Can you come upstairs? Can we please talk? I said, get the fuck out my face. Get out my face because I'm about to spaz on you. Move. I said, you're a liar. You're a cheater. Get out my face, right? So I'm not super loud about this, but I am very stern about the bitch. Because his cousin was on his way to follow us, the boy cousin. I don't know when he was going to walk in. See, I'm still, first of all, getting mistreated and cheated on and lied to and things of that nature and being made to be a fool. And literally still protecting his secret. Whoopsie-doo. So anyway, he convinces me to go upstairs. Not really too much convincing, bitch. That's my man. Y'all know how I do with him. Y'all know that let me just hear what he got to say, right? But I'm pissed. I'm talking about 50 fucking hot, y'all. So we get upstairs. It's just me and him. I'm sitting on the bed and he's standing up, and he's just like, what? I'm like, so you dating this bitch? He was like, she asked me out, and I said, whatever. I said, well, what the fuck does whatever mean? What is it? What do you think that means? To me, it means no. I said, I'm about to fucking spaz. Please don't stop playing with me like I'm fucking retarded. Stop playing with me. Ooh, stop. Just for disclaimer, y'all, we talk like that in Jersey. So not too much, y'all. That's just how we talk, y'all. So get with the program. Understand it is not too common for anybody that is, on the spectrum. Thank you. So anyway, I'm going off, right? So his cousin comes in the room, and the boy one. He comes in the room. What's going on? Why are you so mad? What are you mad for, huh? Is it because he's cheating on your cousin? Nigga, I said, shut the fuck up. Why are you even in here? Shut up and get the fuck out my face. I'm just confused. I said, I'm about to slap you. Seriously, get the fuck out of here. So I'm sitting down. I was like, so he's just going and just lying. And I said, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I stood up, y'all. Listen, I stood up. And this man pushed me on the bed. He pushed me back down on the bed. Slap, bitch, stop playing with me. Slap that man right in his fucking face. So it's like, ho. I said, you better lay low. Come on, Whitney. Come on. I said, you better get the fuck out my face because you about to get slapped next. Get the fuck off of me. I ain't play that shit. I don't know about his ex-girlfriend where he got to beat the bitch up and put his hands on her and be very abusive. But bitch, I'm not that. Don't ever touch me. I said I'm leaving. Child, going the fuck off. Boom. Like, I'm talking about like livid. I'm done with the conversation. Girl, so the cousin ends up going downstairs. I'm going downstairs. I'm getting my stuff together finishing packing up my stuff because it's time for me to go. The cousin leaves, and it's just me and a girl cousin downstairs or whatever the case may be. And he was like, can I please talk to you one more time? Like, we went back upstairs, girl. Y'all already know what's going on. We fucked. And this was... Shut up, bitch, because first of all, y'all hoes do it all the time. I don't want to hear it. Okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it at all. These niggas be doing the dustiest shit to y'all. And y'all still make sure y'all get cracked. Baby, I was a crab leg that night. I'm sorry. Crackings was needed. And I felt better. I was mad at him for sure. For sure. And I just thought that he was just slow. Because how can you play with somebody who's just really here for you? Now, mind you, one thing about me, y'all, I do want to make a disclaimer too. I was never spending money on men. I wasn't spending no money. I wasn't giving them no money. I might buy a card. I might write them. I usually was a letter writer. I was a poem writer. I was more in the creative space. Now, mind you, I always kept a job. I had money. I just wasn't doing that with no man because I felt like it shouldn't be that way. You should be spending your money on me. And this nigga ain't had no job. And then when he had a job, it was off and on. Nigga worked at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, please, I'm over here working 2 jobs, bitch. And, making ends meet and blah, blah, blah. My son is now born and the things, right? So I'm a hustler, baby. I'm doing my damn thing. So anyway, that right there was like it was, I don't want to say eye opener because it wasn't. I still was dealing with him. But come March, that's my birthday month. You already know. I already told y'all 3-2 was T. And when I say this was probably the meanest he has ever been. The meanest, he's barely answering my phone calls. He's being an asshole. I don't know what's going on. So what do? I call my homegirls, my best friend, because first of all, my best friend hated him. She's like, he's an idiot. I don't know why you're dating him. He's stupid. He's a liar. He's a cheater. He's this. He's ugly. Blah, blah. She was chewing him up, and he was not T. Like today, I would never date him. Ever. Like if I had just the confidence and the love for myself that I have today, he would have never made the roster. Ever. So anyway, My best friend could not stand his bones, bitch. But I called her and I was like, I think he's cheating on me. He's not answering phone. I think he's with his ex-girlfriend. And she was like, what? I said, I'm about to come and get y'all. Can you? It was her and her sister. That's my girl, too. Shout out to my girl. Come on, J9. Like, come on, J9. Like, so I picked up my girls and we drove out there. We get to his house and bitch, it is mission. Bitch, we were so fucking funny about this, y'all. Like, I'm talking about hilarious because it was like, so we kept saying like mission what the fuck, mission sneak up on him commencing. Like we was commencing our missions, bitch. We was commencing our missions. That's how you know. And it was very like dun 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 dun, dun. Like very that energy. If y'all understood the beat, y'all understand the vibes. Like we were very that, bitch. We were very much detectives. We were doing our thing because we was gonna find out what the fuck was going on, because we had to make sure I was in a better space because I was going through it. Y'all know how when your intuition goes off, it's kind of like, I just gotta know. I have to know if I'm tripping. That was the thing. Let me take a sip of this wine. Damn. Oh, that was a gulp. So I gotta figure this out, right? So we get there, right? We park up the hill because we didn't want him to see us or the lights to come on. And mind you, his grandma's home too. So we drove and he lived on the first floor. Well, he had a townhome, right? Which had a patio. So I walked. We snuck behind rocks, bitch. We was sneaking behind the rocks. We were hiding behind these. They were like big boulders. We're like almost very much Lion King, bitch. Like, bitch, the circle of you. Very that, like very much that Simba, like very much coming into that. Anyway, so we go around to the patio and I'm talking about quiet, bitch. We're tiptoeing through this bitch. Very Pink Panther. So I get up to the window. It's a little crack in the, you know how the blinds block the window, but it's always like that little tiny crack that you can see. Girl, we at the crack, and I turned around to him like, she's in there and they're laying on the couch. He was laying down and she was laying like on top of him, but obviously it was his chest to her back. They were watching TV together, laying up on the couch in the dark, just chilling. While he's ignoring me and being an asshole saying, what are you talking about? What do you mean? So I am fucking, bitch, I'm hurt, I'm pissed, I'm all the things, but my emotions, I don't know. I think we were making noise back there. And I was like, oh my God, like, I felt like he heard it a little bit or whatever. And I was like, to the rocks, bitch. And we ran over to the rocks that we were hiding behind in the first place. Like, it was very much that, like Mission Impossible, hiding behind walls, under trees. Bitch, we're in disguise, camouflage and all, bitch. You're never gonna play with us. I think we all had on black. Like, it was very, it was very much that, y'all. So, my emotions is up, bitch. Now I got an attitude. I told you his grandma and stuff was home, too. So, we were about to leave. And I was like, I walked over to his front door and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. I punched that door like I'm talking about punching it too. I'm talking about knuckles to fucking door. I wasn't even banging on it like with my palm. I wasn't doing none of that, bitch. I was punching that bitch because I was pissed 5 times. And I was like, run. And no, I also sang. I was so loud. I was like, Bobo, screaming outside that motherfucking house because I needed to say my nickname because, like, bitch, at the end of the day, like, your grandma needs to know I'm out here too. Fuck you because you played in my face. We ran to the car, we got back home, and that was that, right? So, still mad at him, still upset with him. He finally picks up the phone, and he's still being an asshole. He's still being an asshole. I didn't even bring up the fact that this happened because I don't know what's happening to me, but I'm feeling away. I'm like, what's going on here? I ended up breaking up with him because, like, you treating me like shit. You're not answering my fucking calls. Like, this is not it. Like, you're treating me like you was treating her when you first met me. Oop. Let me take a sip. Yeah, you treat me like you was treating her in the beginning. I don't like it. So one of my homeboys, his birthday's in March too. So he hits me up. This is closer towards the middle of March. I think his birthday is like March 18th or something like that. And he was like, hey, I want to go to this gay club in Philly, and I want you to come, and I want you to hear, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. Now, mind you, I've never been to a gay club before. It was called the Breakfast Club. If y'all remember, y'all remember. If y'all know, y'all know. And I believe that was like North Philly. It was near Temple. So, yeah, like North Philly. And I was like, okay, sure, I'm going to come. But I'm hurting on the inside, bitch. Ain't nobody worried about all of that. So, it was very much like trying to just keep my mind off of what was going on. We get to the club, we do our thing, we meet some people, and I ended up becoming cool with these people. And it was very much almost like replacement vibes, right? I met this guy, and he was cool. But this actually ties into the second boyfriend kind of a thing. But it helped me get over him is what I thought. It just helped me like stand on business. Now, mind you, the whole time I'm chilling with these boys and all of this stuff, I'm literally in my phone upset with this boy. We going back and forth. Middle of that year, his cousin that I knew that knew about us, she got pregnant with her son, and she invited me to the baby shower. So I went, and I ended up kissing him at the baby shower, in the front of the house or whatever the case may be. Like, once again, we are DL, but he's like missing me. Oh, I love you, and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, Like, I'm not over him. But so we really pretty much kept doing that. Like, I stopped talking to him for months, and I come back. I stopped talking. He was my comfort when it was time when I was lonely, when I wasn't feeling in love, when me and my other relationships weren't going well. He always remains. When I tell y'all, mind you, I was 18 when I met him. I just stopped talking to him like completely, maybe like 2 years ago. I'm 37, y'all. So it really was almost like I dealt with him and kept him going for like pretty much almost 18 years, to be honest, right? For almost 18 years. And it was a hard one to break because, like I said, he was my comfort zone. Anytime I knew that he was going to be right there. He was so infatuated with me. He always told me how beautiful I am and, just very much that, but he still wasn't doing shit with himself. Nothing, like he wasn't becoming a better man. He was just the same person, older. Like, he was getting jobs and stuff like that, but he wasn't staying at the job. And he was still a fucking liar, lying about the jobs that he had. The jobs he got now, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But meanwhile, he had a baby. He ended up telling me that he's taking care of his child on his own because I'm taking care of my child on my own. So now he's trying to mirror that, like almost trying to connect with me because I'm a single mom. So he's like, yeah, I take care of my baby by myself. And then he sends me a video and the mom is in the background. And I'm like, I thought she was absent. She doesn't look absent. She looks like she's always around. The whole house is decked out with baby stuff. There's no way that my other partner is not helping and then there's baby shit all around. That doesn't even make any sense. So once again, he's lying, doing the things. Now, he was actually from New Orleans, but Hurricane Katrina brought him to New Jersey. So although I ended up going to New Orleans and I told him about it, so we in the back of the car kissing and, he pulls it out and things of that nature. And I'm just like, honestly, no. Honestly, no, this isn't for me. He made a lot of promises. Oh, we're going to see you. Because I went to New Orleans a couple times, and I, let him know the first 2 times or whatever. The first time I seen him, the second time, he was supposed to link up after me and my son did this, and that. He was supposed to be having something at his house, and we were supposed to go over there, whatever the case may be, just because I knew somebody in the city. And he totally flaked. And then he hit me with, oh, my sister, my mom got into it. And just a bunch of shit that I don't give a fuck about. It don't matter. Like, you're not going to tell me that this is what's going to go on. And you're just like, no, bitch, you need to keep your motherfucking word. Point blank and period. We're not doing that. So that was the end of his era because I'm also learning to love myself more and tapping into the makings of myself and how to be better and not, why do I keep coming back to this? So I let that last time be the last time, and I just stopped talking to him because I don't want to. There's nothing else to talk about. You still the same ass nigga. I'm elevating so much in life. I'm nowhere near who I used to be. I won't even slap you no more like I used to. I won't even slap you like I would before. So why am I doing that? Like, why am I wasting my time with somebody who's just not there? And it took me a minute to break that cycle. I had to think to myself, like, why are you doing this? Why do you always find space to bring him back? Like, why does he deserve your energy, your space, your time? Like, you are valuable. Why are you giving it to him? He's a lame ass nigga, for real. In the real world, if he didn't have any ties to you in the past, you would never talk to him. Teeth fucked up, face fucked up, no job, gaining weight, just looking a fucking mess. Lame ass nigga. No, get the fuck on. Why am I talking to you? I'm really out here. Men are spending money on me, buying me things, taking me places, taking me on trips. They're doing these things, and I'm talking to you who can barely fucking keep a job. Get the fuck out my face. I'm playing with myself. Now I look fucking like an idiot, right? For even incorporating you into my life when all you gonna do is disappoint. So it became that. But once I got to a space where I started to really love myself, he just had no place in my new world. He had no place into the new me. This is just who I am now, and I can't see myself dealing or talking or fucking with you because you really a lame ass nigga. My word of advice, y'all. Longevity does not mean anything. It does not mean that you should stick around continuously fucking with these people, having them in your space. It doesn't mean that. It just means that it's been a long motherfucking time, and that's it. Cut these people off at the damn root. Cut them off at the root. There is no growing back. There's no weeds, no nothing. You don't serve a purpose in my world today, so you must go. He still hits me up. I think he hit me up like a good 2 weeks ago. And I always look at like my DMs and things of that nature. I just don't be answering them if I don't feel like it. But I see him and I'm like, he can't help himself. He cannot help him because he's still the 18-year-old boy that I met. Nothing has fucking changed. Besides location. That is, and the money probably changed, but the world has changed. So he's not rich. He's not coming with a bank. He's not like an entrepreneur. He don't got shit going on. I still think he don't got no fucking license, y'all. And we're 37. No, it's curtains for him. So it was an adventure. We had our ups and downs, and I literally sat in a relationship with a DL man because I did not love myself enough to realize that I deserve much more than just being somebody's fucking DL hunch buddy, bitch, because all he was doing was fucking on me and dumping cum. That's it, bitch. Sucking his dick off the bone, and he lived for it, child. Taking a dive into my relationships, y'all. These things really did a number on me. But, y'all, to all my naysayers, thank y'all for coming back for the 4th time. And anybody that is new who made it this far, I bangs with you too. Thank you so much. It is what it is. I said what I said. Whatever. It's just a podcast. Y'all, cue my outro. Because now that it's done, I made it on top. The word impossible is not impossible for me. And that's why I'm going to keep moving and keep doing it. Everybody's so quiet because there's nothing left to say. Okay, y'all, it is what it is. I said what I said, and whatever. It's just a podcast. All right, y'all, cue my outro.